welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day, and today in the kitchen I will be sharing a recipe for macaroni and chicken stew. To get started, here I have my chicken already seasoned, and I'll be using some elbows macaroni. I also have some mixed vegetables and I have some herbs here. I have thyme, basil, and green onions. I have some garlic and ginger. I'll be using some onions, some bell peppers. I also have some tomato paste. I have brown sugar for the seasonings. I'll be using some black pepper, mushroom seasoning, chicken bouillon, and complete seasoning. So before we get started, let me show you guys how I season my chicken. First, I wash this up in some lemon juice, and I use some Guyanese cassava cassareep. If you can't find cassareep, you can use browning or whatever brown sauce you have on hand. I also have some fresh green seasoning. I'll be using some chicken bouillon, seasoned salt, black pepper, smoked paprika. I have allspice and complete seasoning. What I did was add all of the ingredients to the chicken and I mix well. I allowed this to marinate for about 1 to 2 hours. If you have time and you could let it sit longer, go right ahead. In a preheated pot, I did add about a 1/4 cup of oil, and now I will add my brown sugar. We will caramelize the sugar to add a bit of color and sweetness to the dish. Now this is a very technical part, and if you're not experienced in this technique, I won't advise that you do this. Just go ahead and use a bit of browning or whatever brown sauce you have on hand. If you don't get this part right, you can ruin the entire dish. Because if you burn the sugar too dark, it can become bitter, and you don't want that. So if you're not experienced, you can skip this step and just add your chicken, and then later on you can add some color, as in browning or whatever, to add color to your dish. So once the sugar reaches my desired color, I will now add my tomato paste. I like to fry the tomato paste a little before adding the chicken, so I let it go for about a minute or so. And with this step, you want to keep your heat on low because you don't want the oil splattering all over. So once this, has fried a bit, I will now add my chicken and we'll give it a good mix. We will allow the chicken to go for about, let's say, 5 minutes or so, and then I'll show you guys the next step. After about 5 minutes, we'll now set the lid on and allow the chicken to release all of its juices. Once the juices has been released, we'll let the juices evaporate. So 15 minutes in, most of our liquid has evaporated, and now we'll go ahead and start adding our aromatics. We'll add our garlic and ginger, our onions, bell peppers. We'll also add our herbs. We'll give it a good mix and allow it to go for about 2 to 3 minutes. Next, we'll go ahead and add our macaroni noodles, and we'll give it a good mix. Now I know this may seem strange to some because most people are used to cooking their macaroni and their stew separately and then combining them in the end. But this technique right here, it allows your noodles to have the taste and flavor all the way through. It is so delicious, guys. You have to try this. Next, we will add some hot water here. We will add enough, covering our noodles. You might need to add more later on, depending on how soft you like your noodles, but you will add enough covering them, and then we will add our seasonings to flavor this up. Add as much or as little seasoning as you like, season to your own liking. You can also add whatever seasonings you like. It doesn't have to be the ones I am using. Once we're done, we will give this a good mix and we will cover it and allow it to cook until our noodles are nice and soft. I don't know about you guys, but this particular recipe, I like my noodles soft and not al dente. And you want to make sure you're stirring this occasionally, like every 10 minutes or so, just to make sure nothing is sticking or burning. And if you need more liquid, you can go ahead and just add it. So the last 3 minutes, you want to go in and add your mixed vegetables. We'll give it a good mix and just allow it to absorb those flavors. It's basically already cooked, so it don't need to cook a long time. We just want it in there to absorb the sauce and the flavors, and then, you know, it's all done. We'll just garnish with some fresh parsley, and that's it. That's how I make my macaroni and chicken stew, and it's absolutely delicious. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Now I will plate everything up, and I'll be back with the finished product. So I did plate my macaroni and chicken stew up with some plain basmati rice and a salad. Like, you have to have your vegetables on the side. Trust me, your kids will love this one. You know, the kids like macaroni. They will enjoy this, and I hope you guys give the recipe a try. If you enjoy my video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all of my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day and enjoy.